Please stand by and take your seats.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
See, look, I don't talk before I turn my mic on now. What is up, you beautiful people? It is Friday night. Sam fucked me up by muting. I didn't know what was going on there. It's Friday night, another episode of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. How are y'all?
Very good indeed. It's a pleasant night.
I hope everybody had a better week than me. I'm just telling y'all right fucking now. Let's go ahead and get through intros as fast as we can so we can get through some bullshit.
All right.
And some topics.
Do it real quick.
Russ the Moss, tell me where you're at.
Hi, hello everybody. My name is Ross the Moss. Don't worry about that guy, Russ the Moss. I'm in place of him tonight. We're gonna have an awful good time. Hello, you can find me on the internet, on YouTubes and Twitters and Facebooks. And here, well, this Friday, but next Friday, Russ the Moss will be back. Hello, pleasantries.
Ross. Ross.
Maya. I'm gonna get your name right all show. Watch. Go. Tell us where you're at, Maya.
Regretting life choices after following that. You can find me on Facebook under my name. If you don't know what it is, probably don't like you and didn't tell you. But if you want to follow me, my profile is public. And, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter from there. And other than this show here on the Friday nights, you can catch me on this same channel every other Wednesday on Figure Banging at 9:30 with Ace and the fellas. This week, we watched Ace make lots of loud screeches on plastic, and it was hurting our ears.
Y'all did
when we looked
toys
at Kung
week,
Toys.
Right?
Yeah, that thing looks awesome, but god
Dude,
damn, it sounded horrendous. I don't know if I do or not, because I don't want the sounds of dolphins getting anally raped by buffalo in my fucking house.
It was
It's like the Toy World Devastator, man. That I feel like that's what that did a little bit. And
well,
like
this
when
is
I
Toy World, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an offshoot of them.
I felt like my fingers were bleeding.
Yeah, my ears were.
I was surprised at how bad it was, but
well, it looks
I mean, they
wonderful
look
in both
good.
modes.
It looks
they look
good.
Great, and they're
Oh, yeah,
sturdy and well built. It's just bad
And
engineering in the legs.
Russ,
But,
when I heard that first screech, it was like this.
You made a Giuliani face. But yeah, you can also catch me on the All Queued Up podcast every Friday, and yeah, that's me.
All right, Sam, go ahead.
Yo, I'm Sam. Sam Mead in the groups. Sam89 on Instagram. I'm doing my shit backwards now. Here every Friday night. Where you at, Nick?
You can find me on Facebook as Nick Brammer. You can find me on Twitter as Brammer_Nick, and Shitpiece, Masterpiece, some shit like that on Instagram.
I tag you on Instagram all the time, but you have like 7 Instagrams, so I never know if you can actually do anything.
You message me on Instagram all the time?
I tag you in like these fight videos all the time. Like I tagged you in one this week of it. It was like Mauricio Shogun, who was like all his UFC
I saw that
fights.
one. I saw that one.
Okay, cool.
Yo, that's because
I do that all the time. I never know its name to do
Sam,
it.
you know what that is? That's so the feds can't find his ass. He's
Oh
all
my
over the
God.
place.
He's an Italian dude from Massachusetts who lives in Florida.
That says a lot.
With 9 Instagram accounts.
fucking great.
There is no
And
such
6
thing as the
Twitters.
mafia.
6 Twitters.
I do have like 6 Twitters too.
I have
Twitters.
several Twitch accounts because I can never remember my passwords.
It was funny as shit. We were playing some Jackbox, me and Greg and Betty's sister and a couple other people. We were playing some Jackbox games there about a week ago. And I'm like, Sam, get in here and play with us. He's like, I don't remember my fucking Twitch account. I got to make a new one.
I type in my
Then he tried
email.
to burn his fucking backyard down.
Yeah, dude. That was the night my fire pit fell apart.
Oh shit!
Yeah, me and Sonny were sitting out there, doing the
up,
fire
Benny?
pit and everything, and I'm like, he's playing his Switch. I'm like messing around these Jackbox games, and I turn around, like I just hear this crash. The fire pit like fell apart. These like flaming logs are just like rolling all over the yard. Like
You do know that you're not supposed to build fire pits out of wood, right?
And you know what I did? You know what I did when I turned around and saw that? I was like this.
I want to suck your blood, Samuel.
It was so hot. My face, I felt like my face felt me off.
Oh Jesus Christ, man! What the fucking
That's the
greatest.
problem. You guys,
Oh.
the fucking hair dye in your beard started running and it fucking
Oh my
turned
god!
into some
Just
kind of
melted.
explosive.
Oh my god!
With a handkerchief.
Oh man, I love that
Oh.
shirt. I love that shirt that you're wearing.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
That's great, isn't it?
I'm worried about it being white because I know I'm just gonna get it filthy. But I'm
Like,
not taking this off since I got it, man.
I legitly thought you spilled something on the front of your shirt. I was like, "What the fuck is that? What did he spill?"
I'm looking forward to getting. I got the black T-shirt version that has the whole. I got that, and I got the 11x17 print, which is I talked to Chan, and she said they had been waiting on poster tubes so they could send them.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know if
meant to-
everybody knows what I did.
What'd you do?
What?
Oh God. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dope, dude.
Oh my god, Nick! I didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, that's cool, dude. That's really cool.
I got nervous when he stood up. Let me
Yeah,
show
I
you.
did too. I thought he was gonna give us
Years
quite a view. I was be like, "Uh oh, ROC's getting ready to get done on time."
Unfortunately, the
Thank
camera don't go down that low.
Oh, I hear you, man. It's good swinging, baby. Anyway,
But yeah,
no, Anna got the Jedi, the one with him in Jedi robes, which I thought was pretty. She got a hoodie, and I thought it was pretty cool. I think she got it the other day.
I like that Force
And she-
Ghost shit too. though.
Yeah, that's she. When she put it on, she was like, "God damn, this is really a nice hoodie too. I like it." I said, "Well, I'm not surprised." I said,
Now Tyler
Right.
did that art, right?
I
No,
believe so.
JD drew
Oh,
it.
JD. Did
Yeah,
it.
did
Okay.
JD drew that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible, dude. It's
Yeah,
good, man.
now
It's
that
really cool.
JD we were in you remember the night we did the virtual wake
Yeah.
instead of having a show that night?
Yeah.
JD was
Yeah.
drawing it while we were in there.
Oh wow.
That's fucking wild, dude. God damn.
That's a good dude,
cool.
man. We've got so many good dudes in this community. It's
Man,
yeah.
yeah, he is. JD's great, man. He's really awesome. I don't know, man. There's a lot. You're right. There's a lot of incredible people. I think
Yeah.
sometimes we forget and we just forget about it. How awesome people are because we focus too much on the dickheads. You know,
Well, it's
like
not
me.
It's not so much. Okay, let's be honest here. There's gonna be dickheads in any community, but
That's true.
I mean,
I agree.
I think that the first step in the rock is the community policing. Okay, because if you're a dickhead, more often than not, you're gonna get told.
That's
You know?
true. And somebody will let you know
Yeah.
because the community will let you know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So there's the community policing, and then you have the moderation, and then
Right.
you know,
Yeah, I
then
mean,
you fuck up and you're gone.
yeah, you're not going to get away with being
Yeah.
too insulting. Like there's joking,
Oh,
and then there's being like a really evil bastard. You know, so I don't know.
So
I just-
there's
I think too, and like all the freaking time, man, where it's like someone acts clownish, and then like 9 other people like contribute to it and like act clownish with them, or like just act crazy or something. It's like there's that enabling, which I think is what you don't see. What were you about to say, Maya?
I don't know. I forgot.
Sam fucked your thought up.
Nah, I just want to shout out. We got 2 of our buddies up in here. What's up, Skinny? What's up, Wolfenstein?
Wolf in the house.
Yeah, man.
Hungry like the wolf.
What's Wolf saying? No one's told me yet.
I don't
know what he's
know.
talking about.
Nobody ever knows.
No one's told you what, motherfucker? What you talking about, wolf boy?
I think nobody's told him he's an asshole yet. Is what he's saying.
Oh, Vinny's gonna see JD.
Oh, you're a complete asshole, Wolf, but we love you still. It's okay.
Yeah, Skinny's gonna go get a tat.
Oh, what's he getting?
That's cool, man.
Hey, Vin.
I think. Anyway.
Oh, he's gonna go see JD.
If I'm wrong, Vinny, let us know and I'll correct it.
Well, you know, it's funny.
We do real time fact checking on this motherfucking show. What?
That's right. we don't. We're not gonna be Giulianiing it. Okay.
I'm
do
sorry.
It that way.
We were going. Oh, cool. Vinny is getting a tat. That's fucking beautiful.
Nice.
But
yeah, I know JD's already done some work on him.
Oh, nice.
So I think it's more another session, the next session in it.
Wolf got one too.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Look at all you guys, man. Good for y'all. Shit.
1,800 miles away in fucking Florida.
Yeah, I haven't
fucking do shit.
I just haven't gotten my shit together to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Do that shit.
But what I was saying about the Giuliani thing, I just want to make it clear that this isn't a political thing. This is the fact the man's fucking
losing his mind,
and what the fuck hair dye fucking fails you like that?
Nosferatu.
Oh my god,
Sam,
the internet is undefeated.
Sam, what was that face? What was that face that he made?
Giuliani.
Somebody just slashed him. It's just a permanent face.
Sam does it really good. Sam does a good imitation of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, you got to get the thing in the tissue and dab your head.
Hey, go get some of Jackie's eyeliner and just run a streak down from the top of your hat and run it down the side of your face.
If only that shit had happened before Halloween, that would have been a great Halloween costume.
Oh, you would have had to shave that glorious beard, though, bro.
Oh man!
Either that,
never mind.
or you would have had to part it down the middle and like try to bring it below and up.
Could be.
Part it down the middle and bring it up on each side over the ears.
Big
Could be Giuliani on the run. Go ahead.
There's no such thing as the mafia.
Oh, funny, dude. That's fucking great, dude. It's not even a political thing. We're just making fun of Giuliani. Sorry.
Yeah. I know it's a politically charged time, but I just wanted to get that out of the way, Abby.
But it's fucking hilarious. That's so when
what are you drinking? Grape soda?
Oh no, man! This stuff is blackberry smash brisk iced tea.
Oh god, that sounds really good.
Oh.
Jesus
Natural
Christ.
blackberry flavor with other natural flavors.
Bullshit.
What other natural flavors? I don't know.
They love natural flavors.
It's horrible for you. There's like so much sugar in this.
Oh, it's probably horrific, but it made it taste wonderful, doesn't it? It's great. Damn. Yeah, that's the trick, man. Booze and everything makes it better.
Actually, this isn't that bad. I am very surprised for this entire bottle.
Yeah,
it's only 46 grams of sugar. That for like a juice or soda is very low.
Yeah. Because you figure a lot of things like a lot worse.
20 ounce of fucking Mountain Dew is like 40. Let's see.
Yeah. Actually, it's cool.
28. Oh no! I'm wrong. There's 77 grams of sugar in here. My bad.
Well, never mind. It's not so good for you. Never mind. Oops.
Whoops.
It's not that bad for you if you only take a sip a day.
Right. Everybody should run out and get one right away.
But yeah, this.
If you drink that, you too will look like Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah.
You'll start sweating dark matter out of your
Dark matter.
If Nick gets sick, like if he gets COVID and has to go to the hospital, that's considered like a risk factor. It's like, how many risks have you had in the past 6 months? Like, you're high risk now.
I've been putting brisk in a barrel and tapping.
Hey, Rich Hartnett is like this. Oh man.
Oh god damn, dude.
Yo.
Oh man.
How's everybody been this week?
Before,
good.
hold on, before you do that shit, imagine if somebody that was promoting the Ghostbusters movie waited until Giuliani's next fucking press conference and threw a prop fucking ghost trap at him.
Well, they gotta. It's gotta have working effects. The lights gotta.
No, right? Oh god! Like,
And then he would just look down like this. He's shooting lightning out of him.
I've seen that one. I've seen that T-shirt of him as Palpatine too.
Like he's the emperor. It's so funny.
Oh
So,
man!
but he's got
All right, what were you?
man.
Huh?
Oh Jesus.
I said you just gotta laugh at this point, man.
Yeah.
You know.
So what y'all been up to this week?
Oh well. Other than the obvious, I'm laughing at a lot of the hilarity, but that's going on. But yeah,
on the
I mean, I don't
internet,
know.
or-
I could, yeah, I got to watch
up,
some
Dave?
some of the Hasbro. I've been watching the Hasbro Pulse stuff. I don't know. That's what I've been paying attention to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching. Yeah, and then they had some stuff earlier in the week too. It was, I don't know.
So what was
it
the
was-
problem with the GI Joes? Because I didn't even look at them. I just pre-ordered them.
Okay,
People.
I actually
mind.
didn't. I actually don't mind the Flint. The Flint's okay. Some of the color choices they did were a little weird to me. I don't know, but I don't mind the Flint. It looks okay.
What do you think about that? Because I thought it looked good. I think it looked
Yeah,
more
it's okay.
muted, like how they shifted to after Wave 1.
Probably, I would say you're probably right. I think the color choices are better than Wave 1. That's what I'll say. But
and they switched that quick.
yeah, they
You know what
did.
I mean?
It's almost like they heard, and they did it fast. But
Like,
then there
kudos
was
to them.
and then there's the Lady J figure that is. I don't know about you guys, but man, that face sculpt looks fucking weird to me, dude. I don't know why Hasbro Hasbro struggles. They struggle with this, I know, but female faces, especially, I feel like
The
unless-
Scarlet, I think like objectively, I think it looked good,
Okay,
but I don't
I
think it
agree.
looked good for that character.
Oh, I hate that tech vest on Flint.
yeah, I know.
But that's like something where you just take it off. You know what I mean? Which, like, luckily, it's.
Well, then he
like,
wouldn't
oh,
have the classic fucking suspenders with the fucking
Right.
shotgun shells.
And doesn't Flint have like a eye scar?
No.
It's Duke, right?
No, in this wave, doesn't Flint have an eye scar?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at a close up of his face yet. Let me find one.
He's got. I mean, he's a good looking motherfucker. So I think they did great on his face sculpt and his head sculpt. Period. He looks good.
I think Baroness, I thought she had a good head sculpt.
Yeah.
And too, I think they got that
Okay.
right.
I'll give you that. They did okay with the Baron.
Yeah,
but I
they
would
put a
argue the
scar over his eye.
Did
Yeah,
they?
what the
Okay.
fuck is that?
I don't know.
I don't remember him having a scar. Did he have a scar?
Been out there in
Maybe
the
he
streets.
did, and I just don't remember it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the original toy didn't. He didn't in the comics or the, not
Okay.
anything that was long lasting, permanent, visible. you
Okay.
know.
Maybe he was just trying to, I guess. I mean, they're trying to do a lot of give you the comic book TV show and classic toy look all in one. I think that's what they're going for.
That's tough. I think I appreciate the effort, but then it's like you have, like Maya's like super big fan of the comic, right?
Right.
And then
right.
you have other people who are like hardcore to the toy and then to the show, and then
Right.
you have just doesn't give a fuck really because I don't know anything about any of it. So it's like
True.
It's like
True.
so I think when they try to do that, they're always going to leave one of those groups kind of perturbed, you know.
I think you're right. I think it's trying to please too many, and then they're not going to. But they're always going to leave people that aren't going to be happy. You know.
Okay, I'm looking at her right now.
Okay, what do
Yeah,
you think?
I think she's off.
Yeah.
The spirit of the figure is there, but the
I agree.
actual-
What the fuck is up with that neck?
See, okay.
This.
Okay, I said that earlier, and me and my son were looking at it, looking at pictures of it, and I said that earlier, and he was like, and his first thing he noticed, he goes, "Why does her neck look strange to me?" And I was like, "Her neck? I didn't really notice that. I'm looking at her face more than anything."
Hey, she's
her
got
neck
double
looks like
jointed
it's-
elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a plus. Man.
And
That's a plus.
It
I
is.
think that's your standard, and hopefully it is moving forward.
but I mean, look at this shit.
yeah. It's just it's.
Yeah,
it's-
Maya, I see what you mean about the vest because like even if you take it off, he's just wearing like a fucking black T-shirt, like he's a caterer somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
look,
I mean,
to me,
you know,
Look at this. This is weird. The head is weird.
it is. That's what I said. It's a strange head. It looks weird to me. It almost looks like it's a blank face. I don't know.
It is
And
sold
and
out
it's-
on fucking Pulse.
it has that.
Oh yeah,
Plus, it has kind of doll-like look to it.
it does.
Like,
Yes.
dead in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Flint
And I just was
sold out,
like,
too.
now
Doesn't even
the one
look
you're
like
not-
Flint.
You can get them everywhere else. They're still on BBT.
Yeah.
yeah,
those
yeah,
are
that's
BBTs.
probably where I'll get. I mean, I'll get Flint. I'm not getting that Lady J. I'll get Flint though.
Well,
Nah,
dude, like,
man,
when
you
you-
can't
when
get
you
one
both
without
and-
the other.
Oh my!
I got
No,
I
no.
got two.
Oh my God! You
You
can't.
You know,
do
I
head-
wonder if I can.
You can't do head
What'd you say?
swaps anymore.
That head's a separate piece
Are you sure?
from the neck. It
Look
should.
at
I
it.
think it
They
is.
all
I
They all
think
have
it
it
is.
so far. Go back.
I-
Yeah, it is. Yeah, go back a couple pics. There's like the actual like in the wilderness photos or whatever. It's because every other one, like the neck's a piece and then the head's separate. So
Yeah, I think it is. I don't,
Farland on the other.
Yeah, I
He's
guess
got
it
the-
is. Okay, yeah.
yeah, you can see it. You can see it. See right there,
It looks better
more like
from the
Flint.
side. By
It does look
far.
better. I agree.
Mhm.
And I think it's just that you got to have the beret on though too, man. And that's just.
And I
but
think they made they're kind of small to fit so the beret would look better on it.
yeah,
That's why I think the head looked like squished. But dude, like at
Yeah.
the beginning, like I had people hit me up and people post like, "Oh, figures like these things are sold out or whatever," and I was like, "Where are you guys looking for these?" Right? They're
all
like
over the
on,
place.
I'm like, well, and everywhere else has them. So it's like I think
Right.
this line after the Target shit, I feel like it just has this stigma, like it's just gonna be
Yeah.
impossible to get. Which is why I'm buying extras of everything because I think people are just gonna be so dumb and see that it's sold out on Pulse. I'm not that secondary market money for it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I got 2 sets of these.
But,
I'll sit
but I
on
will
one.
tell you,
See-
Sam, that's unfortunate because that is the damage that shit like that can do to a line. And I figure like
Well,
now,
what it
Okay,
you know,
but
does is like it's just real quick. It's like if you get people that are like, "Fuck it, I'm out," and then they vote with their wallet.
right?
okay, but at the
Right.
same time, you can tell with the
Yeah.
colors and shit that they're listening
Uh-huh.
and making changes in the line.
I agree.
as
I
they're
agree,
going.
and I
So,
agree.
I mean, at the same time, while they're doing
Yeah.
some shit that's not quite kosher, they are making the effort.
I agree with
But then
that. I agree with that.
The Firefly and the what was it? The Viper that were the last 2 Target exclusives.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that's yeah.
Because like that's what everyone said. They're like, hopefully these ones are going to be better. You know,
Maybe
they,
let's
they,
hope they handle it better.
they didn't because they sold out in 0.2 seconds. You know,
Of
so it's
course,
like
of course. But
What- that was that PulseCon a couple months ago or a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just did the exact same thing happened. So everyone's like, "Fuck, well, fuck
Yeah,
it.
I
That's
just-
just gonna be this line is, you know."
yeah, I'm happy that I'm just kind of busy cherry picking anything I want. Like I'll get that Flint. Well, you know what, Maya, you're right about Lady J. I might get it for the body, and do a head swap. Find another head.
You could, dude. Wasp.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
That could work. That could work.
Because like my Scarlet, I couldn't even look at that thing, and then I put that Black Widow head on it, which doesn't look like I don't know. I got yelled at for it not looking show accurate, for not looking comic accurate, but I was like, it's a red haired head sculpt, and it looks cool to me. So
It doesn't look
It
like
didn't look like the show. I mean, God.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
That's the
original
last
one,
thing I ever
Yeah,
wanted my
it
Joes
had a
to look
couple
like
things
was the
like
cartoon.
it looked like
I could.
like the stock head.
With
She
that.
looked like she was 12 years old, but then the head
That's
sat.
what I
really
said.
high.
Yeah.
Like they drilled the
Yes.
ball peg out, so like the head sat really high on the neck, which kind of added to it just looking off. You know what I mean? Look, Nick's ready for
Nick.
Florida COVID season, man.
I know, Nick. That's Florida gear right there. Go ahead, Nick. That's some Florida gear right there. That's what they need to incorporate in the fucking G.I. Joe line right there. The fucking Darth Vader mask for it.
It's a gas mask, bro.
Look like a Darth Vader mask. It's crazy as shit.
It's a gas
You really
mask,
think
Russ.
You're legit ready, aren't you? God damn, you really are.
He just smokes weed out of that
He's-
thing.
Yeah.
I know, of course he does. Dude, do you think that's for him to breathe? Get the fuck out of here.
What is breathing and
Nick's
why
like-
do you do it?
I know, Nick's like breathing. I just want to inhale my shit. I don't care. What about oxygen? What's that you speak of?
Dude, what is this oxygen you speak of, and how do you obtain it?
Like those two reveals from today, like the GI Joe group that I'm in's been pretty like dead.
Really? They haven't really talked about it much?
There's not shit's happened. You know, they had that PulseCon stuff that dropped, and then I think it seems like I just noticed that like the group gets busier when there's releases. You know.
No, I will tell you that I do like Hasbro's choice, and I maybe I'm alone in this one. What they did with the hat and the hair, I kind of think that to me that's something that that's something SH Figure Arts would do. I can see somebody doing something like that, you know. And I'm used to Hasbro making that kind of a decision to do that, but I thought that was cool. It's just too bad the face is so fucking ugly.
You know what?
But
I got a question for y'all because Dave, my baby, brought it up in the chat there. Said he always liked Flint better than Duke.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yeah, I think so too, man. Flint was a hard ass,
Well,
but Duke was just fucking corny.
Well, you also
know
got to
what?
remember I was a comics guy over a Toon guy. And
This
Flint
train-
in the comics was used a lot more than Duke was too, and
That's
he was
true.
used better, and he was a more interesting character.
No.
I had
I think-
Boy of Flint, and I never had a Duke, so Flint was the one for me, I guess. You know.
I think so. I think in the comic book he definitely was better because you just saw him more anyway. But I mean, even in the cartoon though, I have to admit, like most of the Joes were boring in the cartoon. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But Flint was actually one that had a little bit of personality to him. He was kind of like he was tough at. He was
That's why when the movie came out, everybody was all over fucking Falcon because he had personality.
Yeah, exactly. And he just he fit the
Yeah.
he gave you something you just weren't used to getting. It's I don't know. I think that this was a character I think everyone was excited to get. I mean, I kind of knew it was coming. Everyone had to know it was coming, right? I mean,
Yeah.
but it just,
And
it's
it's
just
wave because like BBTS had them as like you can get the pair together, and I think they're putting it in a wave with another Cobra Commander, which is like why, because those are actually I've seen those sitting like at Target.
Is it
They had
is
like
it gonna
three
be
Cobra
Cobra?
Commanders, a couple guns.
Is it gonna be Cobra Commander or is it Crake?
It's the same. It's the Cobra Commander
okay,
from like the
okay.
last wave 2.
Okay. No, I was just wondering because that's what I'm gonna be doing with my Cobra Commanders is making a Crake.
I don't know who that is.
He's from the new like the
IDW.
the IDW shit
Oh,
where they were telling like a concurrent story before this series here. They Cobra killed Cobra Commander, and so they had
Oh, cool.
the Cobra Civil War, and then they basically like they had to get points to become the new Cobra Commander.
So it's like
By, like-
Scientology.
Yeah. by doing like terrorist shit and killing Joes and shit like that.
Like, how many snakes do you own?
Was that the IDW stuff? Is the IDW stuff considered to be not canon now?
No,
or is
it's its own universe.
Yeah.
okay.
It's separate from the Larry Hama ongoing title that
Right.
picked up from the old Marvel continuity.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
That's
the
I
real
didn't-
American hero one.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I didn't know if they had said. I've heard people say that's not canon, and I didn't know if that was kind of like just an opinion of some people, or if that's kind of like the way it is.
Who
The way it
cares?
is.
Who cares if it's canon or
No,
not? I mean,
the
It's still a
one
good
that's-
story, right?
yeah.
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 The one that's
That's-
considered not canon is the run that was done on Image/Devil's Due that ran
Okay.
for 43, 44 issues. And
Right.
then had it ended with World War III, which
Yep.
was an incredible run, actually. Very well done. But when they lost the licensing rights and IDW picked it up, they said, yeah, well, that shit never happened.
Hi, Jackie.
Hey,
What's up?
How you
I'm
doing?
waving. I don't even have my camera
She's
on.
so smiley. Look at she's in a good mood. Look at she. I'll tell you what, man. That's awesome, dude. Sam keeping this girl happy. Go ahead, Sam. You got
They all laughing.
it. Good for you.
Sam, you turning red. What's going on, brother?
She flashed him off camera.
Hot.
I know.
She
Totally-
did.
Yo,
Swear to God.
tell her to get out from under the table, dude.
Oh, no.
I didn't go there.
I didn't either.
Oh, come on. Are you surprised? Come on.
Oh man.
Oh, come on. That's funny, dude.
No,
Oh, jeez.
we're really not.
Of course not.
Fucking G.I. Joe, man. We're getting G.I. Joe figures.
I know it's kind of fun. I mean, I know, and I know some people. This is not for some people. I understand that, but you know, I don't mind that they don't look exactly like anything. I'm glad they don't look exactly like the TV show or exactly like the comic book or the fucking toy. You know,
Yeah, the
the
Flint
cool toys.
the Flint bothered me at first, but it looks okay from the side. But that Lady J is.
I don't like the Lady J at all. I'm sorry.
I
I do like I like the body. It's okay. I can handle that.
Yeah,
You know,
like
I just
the-
can't.
you
flops
can't
and
put
stuff.
you can't put a bag over your figure's head.
I know, and that's what I mean.
You
I think
can. You can. Brian Brink did that with, his Perceptor.
Oh, true.
It has a paper bag over its head.
Well, that's a shame, but yeah, that Brink is a creative motherfucker, isn't he? I tell you what, goddamn, that's some customizing shit right there.
Yo,
Dude,
did you see Dust did that Caboose video?
I did not see that. No, I'm gonna have to look for that now. I'm gonna have to look for it now.
That's some funny ass shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't know. I think I'll just do a head swap. I'll probably buy that Lady J figure and just head swap it. I'll
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah, dude, and I think it helps to be like to be kind of into like Legends and Black Series too. Just at least like follow it because I think a lot of the guys that buy G.I. Joe like just buy that, so they're like they don't like they're not like kind of savvy to like I could pull pull this head, pull this one, whatever.
Right.
Oh,
Right,
you'd
just
be
plug it in.
surprised, man. Joe collectors have been customizing figures probably longer than any community out there.
Yeah, dude, some of
I-
the
Yeah, but
stuff I've seen like is
Right.
insane.
yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. I used to like just take mine apart and make Franken Joes and shit. out of them.
Frankenstein on them, yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Now, I don't know if you guys have seen or not, but it was in our family chat. Mr. EE posted it. Did you see Super 7 post that Silverhawk shit?
Yeah, man, dude, what the
Yeah,
fuck,
and are we
dude?
like not sure what it's gonna be because couldn't it be like that
Yeah.
5 POA like carded stuff?
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping not.
Yeah,
I want some
exactly.
legit. I want legit 6-inch fucking all full
Articulated.
articulated.
Russ wants legit 6 inches.
Hey,
That's what-
look,
legit 6
look.
inch.
First of all, it's better than what I can do for myself. So good. I'm shallow into the gene pool, man. I told you this a million times, but no, seriously. I love the Silverhawks, man. That might have been
Yeah,
like
I saw
the
that, and
fucking.
I got excited because I don't want it, but I want it for you guys. I feel like
It's
I've heard
fucking
people-
killer, man. Oh. But I want it to be a really good line. I want good figures, man. I want good shit out of it. And it's like
Too bad Super 7's doing it.
I know, right? That's
they
the worry.
can't you
Like,
look at Sam how he froze. That was hilarious. If I could, I would have frozen just like it. Now he's frozen again.
It's a Giuliani. Anyway.
But, I'm sorry. I dislike Super 7 so much. Anything
I
from
know.
them, I'm just like, fuck Super 7.
I you know what? I feel the same way. I feel the same way a little bit about it. It's
In my I have seen people make the worst excuses for them, like with those Ninja Turtles. Like I saw this dude, and he's like, oh, this raft's great, like the paint's great. You're like, oh, the articulation could be better. I'm like, yes, it could, because everyone does articulation better.
right,
and then
right.
it kind of sucks that the hips are so loose. And he like posted a video, and like the hips are just like. Whoop, 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 whoop.
They're like, what now?
Yeah, that's not like mild frustration. That's like you can't stand it up on the shelf even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's
The thing is though, those are the classics molds, and you cannot use those molds for Silverhawks.
No, not at all.
No, you can't, dude. Yeah, and it'd be interesting, and that's kind of why, like, I was listening to, not to like hijack another show's discussion, but I was listening to Nerd Rage, and they were kind of talking about Mythic Legions and like their articulation. And I think Chris was talking about like how like you don't hear Mythic Legions fans like kind of pipe up and like complain about it or whatever, which I think is true, because I think the people who collect those are happy with what they get. But then I kind of like, I'm sitting here arguing with my phone listening to their podcast, because I was like, well, on the other side of that, you have people that like me who don't get into that line because it looks cool. But I can see, like, just based on the scheme of their articulation, like I can see the frustration that I would have getting any of that stuff in hand and not being able to do what I want it to do. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, the limitations are there. I will tell you that.
I think there's two sides of that coin. So I think because like people that buy it, I think are happy with it. And like it looks fantastic.
That's what I think it is. If there's some things you're into more for looks than anything. Yeah. But I think that's how it is with that line. But I will tell you, there are some lines though that I like to be able to get really dynamic poses out of my characters. And
yeah, for sure.
If like the horsemen, I feel like they'll sacrifice articulation in a heartbeat for paint and sculpt. They don't give a shit.
They do a lot of cool stuff with like customization. It's just as far as like part swapping that I don't think any other toy company, because I think that takes a ton of forethought.
Yeah.
Not just like one release at a time. And I do respect the shit out of that. I think that's awesome.
But there are other lines like I mean, for Silverhawks, I need a really well articulated figure. I just do, because when in the old cartoon, they used to do some cool ass dynamic poses, man. Steel Wheel and Steel Heart, man, when they would pose out and get ready to fight, man, she'd be all down, ready to fuck somebody. It was great, man.
The Copper Kid, dude.
Like, oh god, remember how he was like a ninja, dude? I don't know what the fucker was mad.
He was fucking creepy from the Planet of the Mimes.
I know, and he spoke like in whistles. Yeah, it was weird, but he was fucking cool, man. And I don't know.
Like you said, kind of maybe it depends on line. Like maybe you take it line to line.
Yeah,
which is a good point. But then it's also like, you if you've been collecting for so long, you know what you like and what you don't like.
That's true. That's true.
Like I'm about to pull the trigger on something. I'm like, you don't fucking like that. You know what I mean? Like you're just bored.
Yeah.
You know, so and there's some stuff that I wish I was more into that that I'm kind of that I stay away from just because of that. You know.
No, and I understand that. Like, there's been figures that I know other people have like glared about, and they love them and love it and think it's great. And I look at it and I go, there's things that I just don't do it for me, you know.
Mhm.
And I mean, sometimes just because a figure is really articulated doesn't always mean it's great. And I've had people, will talk about the articulation of a figure to defend it against what it lacks in other aspects of it. And it's like, look, that's great, you can pose it, but it's like posing a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I think that's a common thing is people defending their purchases.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
which I know is silly, because I don't think you should ever have to feel like you need to do that.
Yeah, but like when you are buying figures and there's multiple versions of the figure out, you're making a compromise no matter what version of that figure you buy.
That's true.
There's a sacrifice at some point.
Yeah, you're either compromising, sculpt and paint, or you're compromising articulation and stability.
But then if you
I mean,
the higher end one, you're compromising price.
Yeah.
True.
So I mean,
True.
you have to figure out what's important to you.
Yeah,
I think that's true.
And then you start with a line that sucks in articulation, and as it goes along, it gets better, like Slex.
Or even
I would also argue McFarlane.
Yeah, I'll say this McFarlane DC stuff. I think from wave to wave they get better. They just need to figure their scale out, and then they're killing it. And a lot of I've been buying pretty much everything that I see from them. Well, not everything. This is so stupid. The shit that I like, right? And some stuff I'm keeping, and a lot of stuff I'm just giving to my kids. But, I think it's fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say.
No, I definitely think that what I've learned with McFarlane is that don't judge them. Just don't judge them by what they've done in the past. Keep an eye on what they're doing now. Because I was really harsh on him, and Nick was the one that kept telling me, "You got to check this stuff out now." And I'm like, so when I finally did, I was like, "Wow, I'm kind of impressed here," And it wasn't even the most articulated figure, but it was just articulated way better than what I remember from him. Yeah, and it's like
there's some of their stuff even like that's still kind of awkward, but they use the same schemes. Like a lot of the same stuff that import companies do, like with their wrists and ankle joints. Like that's how SHF or Mayfix does it. Their how their shoulders like connect with the ball socket into the torso.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how all those import companies do. But kind of what something Maya was saying about that Flint. Like that's been one of my biggest draws to that G.I. Joe line is because like everyone I see, I'm like, oh, there's something I can fix about it, which I think is a project for me. You know what I mean? So like that's like as a collector, that's what I like. I like that shit. I like the shit that I can, not have to take apart and sand every joint and completely repaint, but just like take the vest off and make a new belt. And it's like this little shit.
There's the customizer inside of you right there coming out.
Yeah. And like Nick's like that too. Like you see something, but you can see something else in it.
You can see the potential.
Yeah, and then it's like you see something like, then it's like it could be some petty shit. Like they got a knife, they got a nice like knife holster, and those fit hands can work for this, and so I'm gonna buy this. What I mean? Like I just bought a like $80 SHF Black Panther to turn into a Talon. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. All
right, so
it works.
Exactly what we're talking about, and the only reason I bought this figure because I didn't give a shit about the Build-A-Figure is the crossbones. Besides needing one, okay,
right?
You see him; he's a bigger Marvel. Excuse me. What do you call it? Legends Buck.
Right.
You take this head off. Oh shit! Why can't I? Oh, there we go. And you paint this fucker, and you have a perfect in-scale Thomas Wayne with your DC shit that's not McFarlane.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Thomas Wayne doesn't have a head?
You put a Batman head on it, you fuck.
It's the ball.
Okay.
This is a big ball. He's going to paint the smiley face on it.
Yeah, it would be funny if he just had a brainstem with
like those fucking Mortal Kombat accessories. Hell yeah.
Yeah, even funnier. Even funnier if he had Giuliani's head on it.
He comes with it.
There it is.
Wait, he won? Who called it?
Sorry.
Oh
God
shit!
damn,
You
dude.
guys play fucking Call of Duty?
God,
Oh
dude.
yeah, you Xbox
Fuck.
bitches.
Jesus Christ.
You.
Oh man, yeah. I heard the new Call of Duty is fucking awesome, dude. I wanna fuck with it. I'm gonna probably we just gotta like get our hands on a PlayStation 5 first. Easy.
Why? It's not platform exclusive. It's
Because we don't do Xbox in this house. It's not appropriate.
Yeah.
We're into real
but
here.
but it's
We
on the
don't fuck with
PS4 too.
Yeah. You don't need a PS5.
Oh, I didn't know that they actually. I didn't know they were making it for PS4. I thought they were going
There's
straight
Yeah.
to the platform.
no. There's only
well, fuck.
one. There was no reason to buy a brand new console right now. There
shit,
was
maybe I
only
will get
one game. There was only one game that was an
Yeah.
exclusive to a next gen platform, and I don't even remember what the name of it was, but it was on the PS5. But
I'm sorry. I didn't even realize they were still going to be making games for the PS4. Still, I thought they were about to wind that down with the launch of the PlayStation
no,
5. And I
dude.
guess they tried.
God,
make
no,
games for-
dude, they'll be making
make
games,
games
for
for-
another 5 or 6 years.
Yeah,
Easy.
they'll keep making them for a while. Yeah, well, maybe I'll get it for the PlayStation 4 then. That's good.
I'm thinking about.
It's cool. It's got Ronald Reagan in it.
I'm thinking of. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
I'm
dude,
thinking about
Ronald
getting.
Reagan comes in and talks to you.
I
and
know.
it's
I
badass.
saw. I'm thinking about getting the Miles Morales Spider-Man. I didn't play the first one, but this Miles Morales shit
Oh,
is
the first-
fucking dope.
Well,
Yeah,
play the first one because it ties in.
yeah.
Mm.
And the first
Okay.
one's actually a wonderful fucking story. And Greg, he finished the new Miles Morales game a couple days ago, and he said it was even better than the Spider-Man. He fucking loved it.
Yeah.
But it's a good idea. You think to play the first one first, and then kind of give you the
Well, it
Does it
ties
make-
in.
make
It's
it-
a
so it
continuation.
makes it's a
Because
legit
Miles is
sequel
in the
to it.
first game. No, it's not a sequel.
Oh, okay. It's not
Because
a
you don't
sequel.
play it.
Oh, shit, what's
Yeah,
up, man?
Miles is in the first game.
Do you
and
play
get
as Miles in the first game?
in a couple of levels, but not Miles as Spider-Man,
Oh.
just Miles as a
Ah.
kid before he gets his powers.
Yo, we're on the Realm channel, right?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
I-
okay. I was scared for a second.
Well,
I
he
was
thought he
looking-
did a Giuliani. That's so stupid.
I saw him out the corner of my eye. The
But,
ghoul. Was our
All right,
brain?
get out of here.
I didn't know Brian
Yeah,
Brink was
definitely.
not a moderator on the Realm YouTube channel. That needs to be fixed.
You're not a moderator?
No, all of
Get
us
the
little
fuck outta
peons
here.
are.
Yeah, all of you.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm
They
not.
won't- Dust would never.
They don't-
Dust would
they
never
don't
give you that power.
trust you with that shit, Ross. They don't even know
Yeah,
your name.
fuck
No.
no. Dust be like, no, you can't let motherfuckers like him have that power.
But yeah,
Oh,
definitely play that first Spider-Man.
I'll
It's
have to steal
really
it from
good.
Cal. He's
Well,
not- he's
you
not
have
allowed
it
to
in the
use his
house.
Fucking PlayStation right now, anyway.
You have it in the house, so there you go. Play it.
My,
I mean,
to get Nick to watch one episode of The Mandalorian. You're trying to get him to play.
Dude, I had to watch him right before the show. Poor EE's been wanting to talk about him in the family chat. I told him go ahead. I was like, I don't give a
I
fuck.
know, but he
He's
doesn't
being
want me
a
to.
gentleman.
No,
Thank
just doesn't
you,
want me to
sir.
fuck with him because he knows I'll pummel his ass if he spoils it, and I'll just like he pummeled me for
I was
spoiling the
saying,
shit
hey,
back in
KJ.
the day.
And Lowry, damn. Money making bitches. Jesus, I wish I was making some money. I fucking, oh God, before we get into Mandalorian, let me just fucking tell you guys. I told my guys today. I didn't tell the family chat or anybody. I locked myself out of my fucking truck this morning.
Yeah, I heard. I saw that shit. I just laughed. I
Les was
laughed when I read
laughing
that
at
shit.
him.
And it was,
I just
yeah,
fucking
Russ,
laughed, dude.
thanks. Fucking
I
thanks.
just fucking rolled.
Dude, I almost
Would you-
threw, when I saw you say lol, I almost threw my brand new phone through the fucking window. I was so pissed. What happened was,
Oh man.
I have been under the weather the past couple days, and so I went out for a pack of smokes, and I was like, oh shit, that's right.
That little
forgot.
COVID.
My fucking license needs to be redone. So I was like, I just might as well go ahead and do that shit real quick. So I go to the DMV, I go ahead and park, and right as I park, this old lady parks right next to me.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I'm getting ready to get out of my truck, so I pop the door open, and like to get out because of my back and shit, I have to like turn my ass and like get down a ladder. You know, do that fucking motion. And so I turn my back, and as I'm going down, as soon as I clear the door and I have my hand inside the truck to grab the keys out, this bitch slams her fucking door into me and the door, so it hits me in the fucking arm, and so I pull and I don't have the keys in my hand, and the fucking door slams. And it's this little old lady. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, I'm going to fucking break you, lady. You're somebody's
should've been-
grandma,
yeah, man.
and they're
Like,
not gonna
listen,
lose.
dude.
They're not gonna
You-
fucking lose you to COVID, bitch. I'm gonna fucking grab the blue hairs right out of your fucking mustache and throw you into the fucking ocean. And so
She had a
I just-
mustache?
yeah,
Damn.
all these old ladies do.
That's creepy, dude.
Oh, God.
It's like they grow hair everywhere. God.
So
Anyway,
I saw,
sorry.
dude, I didn't say any of this. I just nodded my head to her, and I'm hurting. My fucking arm is hurting. My keys are locked in there, and I fucking text Kate because I don't have the number to the fucking insurance company for the roadside. So I gotta wait for roadside to get there, and fucking Russ is, whoa, fuck you, Russell, fuck you.
I saw this shit. I was like, I even took a time out for a minute to tell one of my guys that I was working with outside. I was like, get this motherfucker locked himself out of his truck.
Hey, Dave in the chat, he said Nick could have a daily TV show on his episode.
Yeah.
That's the truth, man. You know, you're talking about that lady with the mustache brush. In these third world countries like Florida, man, people are crazy. Like, you see all kinds of stuff that you just wouldn't expect to see here in the United States.
It's a very
You know what I
good
mean?
point. I mean,
it's
they
different expectations. You don't want to knock them because
yeah,
it's not as
crazy old ladies with hair on their elbows and shit. It's kind of crazy, dude. Fuck, dude.
everything, man. Everything.
I did not.
That's where
yell at the
Giuliani's
old
from
woman.
originally, you know.
I behaved because it
Yeah,
was
that's
an
why
old
he's-
woman.
So he's dabbing himself with the handkerchief. It's hot in Florida.
Hot, man. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Somehow
these
my
other-
fucking hair dye started running down my cheeks, waiting for the truck and shit. I didn't know if the fucking truck had been called.
He's just looking at every car like this, driving down the road.
So okay. So I have to ask you: Did you get your license taken care of?
Yes,
Okay. How did you get into the truck?
the locksmith came and let me into the truck.
Oh, you brought a locksmith. No, now I do feel bad because that sucks to have to do that shit. God damn. I feel bad for laughing. Well,
didn't
not a
have-
little
I
bit.
didn't
I
have
feel
to
bad
pay-
at laughing
I
a
didn't
little
I
have
bit.
feel bad for the locksmith, not you.
Yeah, right.
The locksmith for him to
The
do his
locksmith-
fucking job.
This has
You
been my
climb the
look
fucking
for-
ladder,
for a
don't you
bit,
know?
Lowry? Lowry, I have changed my entire wardrobe, man.
Oh,
And
God.
I've been rocking the beanie for like ever since we came back. 6 weeks now. 7 because we missed the show.
Okay, Lowry, why the cranberries? I just got a question. Like any band you gonna fucking
Zombie.
pick, and you pick the fucking cranberries. I mean, come on, man. Why?
Because it's on his head. His head.
No, it's in his head.
Well, no, it's on his head right now.
And their guns,
Yeah,
and
talking
their
about the beanie.
bombs, and their guns, and their bombs, and bombs,
Okay.
and bombs, and bombs, motherfucker. There we go. That's me covering the cranberries for you. My first official cover will be coming out. I'll be covering the Corpse Husband song "E-Girls Are Ruining My Life." All of you need to check that shit out. That fucking crazy ass
If you buy
song.
the CD, it comes with a pair of Jean Co jeans.
It's featuring a special guest singer, special guest vocalist, Rudy Giuliani, will be joining in one of the albums.
Antifa, George Soros, the Clinton.
No, see, the special guest is gonna be
Venezuela.
Alex Jones.
Oh my god, dude.
says
It's
all
fucking
that-
killing me, dude.
The fucking
Antifa, George Soros,
Antifa,
Rock
George
Soros.
Soros, the lizard people.
Venezuelan built voting machines.
What really has me worried is that the dogmen in Pennsylvania did not come out in force for Joe Biden. They came out and voted third party. And all that did was screw up our president, Donald Trump. The dogmen were supposed to support us. We were ready for the reptilian overlords to overthrow us all, but the dogmen were the disappointment. Buy more Alpha Brain. Bye. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
Mandalorian.
Jason posted a message up and then deleted it.
Uh-oh.
Or retracted it.
Yeah.
Come on, Lowry. Are you gonna say the cranberries suck or something, Larry? What were you gonna say? I don't know. Something bad.
For that.
He said that Nick's
Julio has like 4 dreads.
He said that Nick's wearing that beanie that had his dreadsies growing. I said, yeah, he's going for that Coolio look. Two coming out on each side.
You can count them on one hand.
I want a Coolio wig now.
I locked myself out of my truck once or twice, living in this Tampa paradise.
Oh, God. Brammer channeling Vince McMahon. That was my shitty Alex
Oh my
Jones.
God, that's fucking stupid, dude. Yeah. Oh no! Don't never confuse that with Vince McMahon. Oh my God, no, that's definitely Alex Jones. That's Vince McMahon could never be that. Well, he's pretty got like a throaty voice, doesn't he? I guess. I don't know. I just think Alex Jones is like
You got to do the vocal fry.
Yeah. right. Yeah, you gotta be able to carry that.
Hey,
Sounds like a
Still does
fucking.
He does a better
Yeah.
Alex Jones than Alex Jones does, man.
Yeah, I would
Grandma
agree.
got run over by a Brammer walking to our house Christmas Eve. If you don't believe that shit really happened. He says living in a gangster's paradise. Jesus. Yeah, I wish. There's no such thing as the mafia. So, episode 2 The Mandalorian. What'd y'all think?
Man, so, yeah, this one so far still was the weakest, but
Why?
it just felt like a filler episode, and I was concerned at that point. With I don't know how many. It's going to be 8 episodes.
Think so.
I kind of thought that they gotta hurry it up a little bit. You know what I mean? But hindsight being 2020, I'm not as worried about it at this point.
Yeah.
Well, when you say filler episode, I kind of get what you mean by that a little bit, but I feel like there's a ton of fan service, which this whole show is fan service anyway.
Yeah.
But way more in this show.
I want to talk about that later.
Okay.
If we got time about
yeah,
the
we
definitely
fan
can.
and what is
The X-Wing pilots were great.
I forget who that is.
It's Dave Filoni, and then I forget the other dude's name, but he's like apparently a huge Star Wars fan, and he was even in the episode 4 that just came out today. Like nothing spoilery, but like I love those two. Like I think that they sound like cheesy and fucking hammy.
Yeah.
Like the X-Wing pilots did in episode 4.
Yeah.
I was
Dave
laughing
Filoni, like Dave Filoni
What?
in real life.
Yeah.
Do you know what his character's name is? His
What?
character's name is that pilot, Trapper
Wolf something.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Trapper Wolf. I'm sorry,
Wolf
but how
dick.
fucking dumb is that?
Yeah.
But that's Star
He may
Wars.
as well
Star
just
Wars
be
always-
sporting that stupid fucking cowboy hat he's always wearing.
Yeah.
Piece of
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
shit.
Tell
Star
me how
Wars
you
always
really
dumb
feel,
names, so
Josh.
it's right in.
No, I don't like Dave Filoni.
You don't?
Oh,
Why?
I get you.
No.
Does he? I don't know. Is it a personal thing, or is it just?
I
It's
just
just
don't
his
like it.
presence, just
Did
his
you-
Dave
Did you
Filoni
see-
took his fucking leg, her fucking leg.
he bit
I
it
know.
off with
I
his
know.
wolf teeth.
Dave Filoni. What a dick.
He just regurgitates ideas. He doesn't have any original ideas of his own. Regurgitates what's
Oh,
been
yeah.
spit out before, and
See, that's what most Hollywood does
all,
anyway.
I know, and that's all well and good.
No.
But if you're being heralded as this savior, come up with some original
yeah.
shit for a change, and have more than
That's a
fucking
good point.
one note.
No,
That's
He's
a
just
good
got
point.
no originality, no creativity.
You're saying he gets too much credit for what he does, basically. I got you. I can understand that.
And there's some people out there, like, I'm not going to name any names, just initials.
Mhm.
But this one character we know is EE. He just said in the chat, keep making fun of Filoni. Filoni gave you guys one of the few actual Jedi we've seen on the screen to date. I just, so.
I'll say I like Filoni. I like the stuff with.
how does?
I like his
Hold
involvement in
on.
Clone Wars. I
Few
like that.
actual Jedi that we've seen on screen to date.
I think he might have mistyped something. I mean, he's talking about Ahsoka. He's talking about Ahsoka.
Okay, but
You know,
okay. Well, hold on, man. But we've seen Ahsoka on screen. Oh, you mean live action? Is that what you mean?
I think he means live action.
Okay, I was gonna say we've seen plenty of Ahsoka on the screen. I don't know what you're talking about.
We've seen
Okay.
plenty of live action Jedi too.
Yeah, we play have but
And the best
I don't know.
damn story arc and character growth we have seen on screen.
I think Ahsoka fits that to a T. Even the shit with Maul, like in Clone Wars, like that was really good. Like I remember when they brought Maul back, like I literally like rolled my eyes. But they made him pretty cool by the end of season 7, man.
I was pissed when I thought I was pissed when he died. At
Oh,
the
no,
end of
me
Phantom
too,
Menace,
me
I was
too,
mad as shit because I loved him. I
was
loved
too,
Maul.
when
Might
they-
be one of my favorite.
Yeah, but when they brought him back,
Absolute
in
favorite
Clone Wars, I
characters.
was like, oh god, they're just doing this because he's a fan favorite character. But they actually
Yeah,
made
pretty
him,
much.
and I didn't like him at that point when he was like had the fucking spider legs. Where I was like, this is
And he
dumb.
was a little,
Oh,
and he was
dude,
nuts.
see, I love
but he
that
ended up
shit.
being really cool. Yeah,
I
being
love
really
that shit when he first came. Oh.
Yeah, he was
talking like fucking Paul Bearer.
That's dude.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't like. I was like, why is he giving like he spoke 17 words in all of the Phantom Menace, and then like he's given these like 14-minute long
experience soliloquies.
His
Exactly.
horns were all grown out and shit. It was great, dude. I was digging on it. But no, but I know what you mean. They definitely evolved. I mean, I think they wanted, you know what they did. They wanted you to see he's gone fucking cuckoo from what happens.
Yeah.
Everything went through.
And that like what I think we're seeing from this show is a through line of plot, which I think was lacking from the sequel trilogy. As much as I enjoyed parts of it, and I'm kind of skipping ahead to episode 3 of season 2 of The Mandalorian, like with Bo-Katan. I love to see characters like that brought back.
I agree.
These roles. Even if she's only in that episode and she doesn't come back, she served a purpose. She connected the Mando to Ahsoka. But I think if it was, and this is maybe me being cynical after episode 9 and kind of how I felt about it, I feel like if it was J.J. Abrams, he'd have been like, okay, we need a female Mandalorian. Let's make one up called, her name's going to be Shmo Shmatan, and she's going to be a Mandalorian. He's like, no, dude, like some people might be like, oh, it's fan service to bring her back, but I like when they need someone to fill a role and they pull from the well of established lore to bring that in.
Here's the thing, though. The term fan service gets thrown around way too casually. It doesn't mean what everybody thinks it means. Fan service is basically, it originated in the anime world to let's sexualize this young schoolgirl and put her in something revealing and, little tight. That was fan service. That's what that means.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're pulling from lore, that's fucking lore. It's not fan service. It's something that's established. It's there for a purpose, and as long as it fits the story and serves the story and doesn't feel forced, how is it fucking fan service? It's
Dude,
dumb
and I
fucking
would
argument,
agree with
man.
that. I think that gets thrown around too much.
I
And I
think-
think
But I
It
meant-
gets
Yeah.
thrown around way too much, just like the word, "Oh, that's trash. Everything's trash." You know, I get it.
It's
You know,
hyperbole.
and
It's
I'm
hyperbole.
I'm
It's
guilty of it myself. If I don't like something, I fucking hate it.
Mhm.
I know.
You know, and I don't really hate it. It's just that's the easiest thing that comes to mind. Oh, I don't like it. Fucking, I hate it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really fucking hate it. You know, but
When
I
I
throw
said-
that around way too easily.
And when I said it was fan service, what I meant from fan service, I just meant like the X-wing pilots. I felt like that was just to throw some X-wings in there and have them like act like cops. I just felt like that was sort of like the way they talk.
felt that too, but then I think
Yeah,
it just makes sense for the world because
I guess it does.
because they're the authority in the galaxy, even if it's small.
They are.
at that point. And
That's true. But I still felt like that was something that was just to appease, to make people to get all excited, giddy and excited because it's there's some X in that kind of. But I do agree with you about that, Josh. I think sometimes the fan service thing is thrown around too much. I agree with that too, and it's
Well, what Josh is, what Maya.
Who?
I am so sorry. I've been so
That's
bad.
okay.
I
Russ
said
did it
too.
too.
I've-
It's fine.
I did
Hey,
too. I'm
so
sorry.
bad,
It's
and I
gonna-
did try.
It's going to take time. I'm not angry. It's
Yeah.
going to take time to adjust to it. I mean, I haven't legally changed my name yet, so I still have to use my dead name when I call places for appointments and shit, and it fucking sucks. It's like, but it's an ongoing process. So, guys, it's okay. Don't feel bad. I know you're trying.
What were you saying, Nick? I didn't hear you. You were saying about what Maya was saying.
Oh, about the Jason, that was actually an idea I had that every time we misgendered or mispronoun Maya to put a quarter in, like keep a tab and do a quarter and then donate it at like the end of the year.
Shit, quarter.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I'd say more than a quarter.
We're gonna owe
$5 each
We're-
time.
we're gonna owe a lot of money.
Dude, with a quarter I'm gonna
Do it.
go. I'd go.
Nick's already in for $4.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just last week and tonight alone. It's cool.
Man,
Don't worry about it.
But what I like is a criticism about season 1.
Hold on. Brink said, "Why couldn't you pick
I see
Josh
that. Oh my
Alita to
God.
make it easier on us?"
Hey, that's not a real name.
Oh, God.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ!
Season 1, I think like there's some criticisms, and I shared this too about the Mandalorian culture. Like all of a sudden they don't take their helmets off and all this shit. And I even shared like a meme. It was like, "Oh, we don't remove our helmets. This is the way." And it was like all these screen grabs of Mandalorians like without their helmets on. But then it's cool because like they took that, and now in season 2, it's a plot thread.
Yeah.
Which
It's explained.
Yeah, which is to say, like they know that this is a thing. I don't know. After
And it's
episode
the
9,
richest zealot offshoots that are just like thinking that way. And
And it's
I
like-
love how it's shaking him. You can tell that, like, wait,
because
I'm not. What?
especially with Bo-Katan, and she's like, "This has been my family for this many generations. Like I'm fucking Mandalorian royalty,
Yeah.
basically."
Right. Yeah, I'm.
Well, she will. Yeah.
She-
And he's never even been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
She almost looked like she was insulted by how he spoke to her.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Well,
bitch,
and
I'm
the dude was like, "Oh,
life."
he's one of these people,"
yeah.
Now,
Now,
he's
does-
one of those. What's those? You know,
now,
the Scientologists.
Fucking-
do you know about psychology, Matt? Because I do. Oh God, that'd be hilarious.
But I just like
Do you know
the-
about Scientology, Boba? Because I do. This is the way.
they're like they're looking backwards into in the people in like Dave Filoni, much to Maya's chagrin, and others, they know the lore. So they know that Mandalorians took their helmets off, right?
Sure.
And that is like one of my thing. Like after the sequel trilogy, it's refreshing to see that. Even if people, and I don't use this term, and I'm not saying any of you guys do, even if people do want to call it fan service.
Yeah.
Which
Now,
I don't
I have
do.
a question about Boba Fett going here. Because
Mhm.
with the Lucas saying that the Fetts were false Mandalorians.
Yeah, I know.
Now,
I know.
and like the evidence, Boba Fett, took his helmet off all the time.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
And
Now that's
Django supposedly stole the armor.
Mhm. Which still might all be on the table.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying is what if Boba and Django were an offshoot of Mandalorians, like an offshoot clan, like because you're seeing Bo-Katan's clan, you've seen her.
Yeah, and that's
And
in
now you're
Mandalore itself is like several systems, like several planets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just one planet.
Yeah, there's Mandalore Prime or whatever, right? Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like with like what was it you told me a couple weeks ago when we were talking about this?
Yeah,
Lucas, whatever Lucas came up with, we can basically what's what we can do? We can go.
Yeah, we can
fuck out of here, Lucas.
And that's
Yeah,
what
like you care.
that's what I'm wondering is if
Yeah,
this
we don't
is
care
going
that
to be a
you're
retcon.
God. You're not a god of the universe.
Yeah, I'm
Georgie.
not-
Get out of here.
I'm not mad at it at all. I'm just wondering if this is
Yeah.
how they're gonna how they're gonna
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because,
I-
like, what if
I-
Boba just like wants his armor back because it's fucking cool and it helps him be a good bounty hunter. Like it's
No, man. I don't know. He was an old motherfucker, trying to be roughed up, dude, a little bit.
God, I hope
Well, he
not.
was
And
in the
see, we
stomach
gotta
of a
go.
sarlacc. We don't know for how
You know
long.
what?
but-
Excuses, okay. I mean, look, Giuliani looks like shit, and you don't see him saying, "I was in the stomach of a sarlacc."
He looks like he had sarlacc spit on his
His own
face, though,
skin
didn't
off.
he?
But like in the
Great dragon jizz.
in the
Anyway.
in the extended universe, when Fett blew himself out of the Sarlacc, like he'd already been partially digested.
Yeah, like the acids
Oh, yeah.
were starting to eat away at
Yeah.
his skin and shit, and it
That's
scarred him
true.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
He was fucked up
I don't
pretty
know how far they're gonna go into that because of course the EU is dead and
Yeah, and,
but
and I
they
don't
are
think that
pulling.
legends.
I don't think that they need to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
And
they
like,
do pull some cues from it.
They did
Yeah.
in today's episode, man. It was cool.
Well,
Well, they-
not only that, but Kylo Ren is basically Ben Solo.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. I
Just
mean,
by a different name, dude. And that's oh man, I could go on all day about that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. They do pull from the
yeah,
they pull from the extended universe and
Jason
change
Solo.
it to
Jason
what they
Solo.
Jason Solo.
because he actually
sorry,
was
yeah.
Ben Solo. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jake-
Luke's son was
Was
named
Ben.
Ben.
Yeah, sorry.
Mhm.
Right. That's right.
And Han and Leia's kids, they had the twins, Jason and Jaina, and then they had the
Mhm.
younger son, Anakin.
Yeah.
Right. And Anakin dies or something like
God,
that.
he
Spoilers.
fell on him and Chewie. Wait, no, he lived.
No,
he lived-
Chewie died because he was
Anakin
saving
went-
Anakin from
Yeah.
the moon falling on top of them. And I was just like,
Right.
that was
was-
when I stopped reading the
shit was
Yuuzhan Vong
stupid.
Yeah, that's
shit.
what I was gonna say. It was that
Wait.
Yuuzhan Vong shit.
They dropped the fucking moon on my fucking boy, man. That's messed
Stop
up, dude.
even feeling like.
What, Sam?
No, but I what, Sam? Sorry.
Sam, what
I
were you-
just said at that point it just didn't even feel like Star Wars. It just felt like random science fiction novel. You know.
and that's my complaint about some of the Dark Horse stuff too. Like
Mhm.
it just
Probably.
it doesn't feel like Star Wars. It just feels like a story set in Star Wars. You know what I mean?
Okay,
it feels
that's-
it feels like
Yeah.
they're just using. It could have been written somewhere else, and they just used Star Wars because it was.
Yeah, you just
popular.
exchange out the names, and it would be just a.
That's an
science
interesting take, though. So let me tell you. So let me say this. What you're saying is you could have a person who's writing a story that's supposed to take place in the Star Wars universe, but if they're not careful, maybe they could actually write the story in a way where it just doesn't feel like Star Wars. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, and I kind of was one. I've always wondered about that. Like, just because it's supposed to take place in the universe, don't you need to have certain cues and certain
Oh yeah.
certain
Yeah,
incorporate
and
certain
I
music
don't-
to let
and-
us
and
know
I don't-
it is Star Wars?
I
You
don't
know?
think that I could like quantify what that would be.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
even
don't know
some of the-
either.
Well, the thing is,
Bane stuff, as much as I like it, doesn't. Sometimes it kind of strays far where I'm like, you know, maybe it's like my not that like my suspension of disbelief is compromised because I know it's all fucking fantasy, right? But there's some times even in
It
the Bane
is?
trilogy yeah, where I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. This just feels weird, but then it kind of gets back on track.
I can see what you're saying there, but like the Bane trilogy was really rooted in Star Wars.
Yeah, and it
Because-
impacted so much of what came afterwards,
and it built
somewhat what came before it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I agree.
But then it's like you could just plant any point in Star Wars history and be like, oh, war between the Jedi and the Sith. It's really all the context needed, you know.
Well, I mean, there were so many times the Jedi and the Sith were at wars. So it's
Exactly.
like,
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
yeah.
Drop
Go back to
it in.
Revan's
From-
time, you know.
And then like later on, Maya, did you read the series that had Darth Crate in it? Or Sam?
That was like the one Sith, like way after.
Yeah,
like,
and
Jedi
it was
stuff.
Cade
Yeah.
Skywalker, and Luke was around as a
Oh,
Force
Yeah,
Ghost.
yeah, that's
the later
just-
stuff. No, I didn't read that.
right. That's
Because
the Skywalker's
That was the later
like,
Dark Horse
lineage.
comics, wasn't it?
Yeah, and like in that
Mhm.
story, Darth Crate had Orbalisk armor also, just like Bane.
That's also isn't that also where Darth Talon is
Yep.
in that too, right?
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. She's a sexy bitch, boy. I'd like to bang her little red ass. God damn. Sorry.
Russ is
Got a
going to
little
ask
carried
Anna to
away.
cosplay for him.
It's a good idea, Maya. Thank you. I appreciate it. Put it in my head. I need it. Anyway.
All right. Now,
So,
do you guys think, just before we get on to episode 3 real quick, do you guys, because like Sam said, like I didn't feel like it was filler. Like most of these episodes that people say are filler to me are story building episodes.
exactly.
because-
I've never felt like anything from season 1 or this season's been filler. Because there's always been something in the episode that progresses the overall plot arc in some way, form, or fashion. Like, okay, episode 2, he's like, I need to, the Mandalorian turned out to be not a Mandalorian. I'm trying to find more of my people. And she's like, well, I've heard there's a covert on a world a system over here.
Yeah, so
But
he
the
was
way
like,
to go, you got to take his passenger to get you in contact with them, but no hyperdrive. That led to him getting attacked and his ship getting fucked up and them in the fucking
Mhm.
spot and the baby eating some fucking eggs and people getting upset at the fake baby
mad on
and
Twitter.
fake eggs and the fake. I'm like, oh my God. Y'all
Oh,
didn't
was
bitch
that really
in
upset?
episode 4 in
maybe, like,
season 1 when he ate the fucking frog, but you're mad when he eats the frog eggs.
yeah, and it's
Did
like
that
I don't
really upset people?
Mm-hmm.
I
it did
didn't
on-
realize that.
thing, man. It did on Twitter, but Twitter is not the real world, man. People freak
No.
out.
True.
They're trying to cancel someone. Everyone's trying to cancel everybody on Twitter all the time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. The
Ross
more we
is
talk,
canceled.
the worse it is. You know, like everybody's I'm canceled on Twitter. Someone's
The
got a
kid
thread
was
about
hungry. What the fuck?
and maybe in regards to that episode, I shouldn't have called it filler. And I don't even, but and Maya's right. Yeah, it moved the plot forward. It brought those 2 X-Wing dudes in who are coming up again and again. But I think for me, my concern was that in 8 episodes, is it moving too slowly? But as
Do you
after
want it to move too quickly?
but it's just that's the thing. After episode 3 and 4, those concerns are gone. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's like hindsight now is 2020, but
but we also
Yeah.
have the benefit of knowing that there's those rumors are out that Pedro Pascal is not happy. So going to
Yeah.
what you're saying
that's all
about it could
but-
be, but if it's true, and this season does end up moving slowly, what happens?
I don't think there's any basis for truth in those rumors, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there was a big thing going around about like him and Gina Carano unfollowed each other on social media, but then like a week after that, they were like commenting on each other's like Instagram posts, which like, I'm like, okay, well that's thrown out, but people didn't stop talking about it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there's anything to it, but I will say this: if the reasoning that the I'll call it a rumor for now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If the rumors are that he wants to do scenes without the helmet, okay? Now, if you're now, this is why I say there could be validity to not necessarily him wanting to leave the show or none of that, but there could be validity to him wanting to do scenes without the helmet. If you're an actor and you're doing a really good job on a role, you want people to see you. That's just it. That leads to other jobs. That leads to other gigs. That's money. That builds you. That builds your repertoire. You know, you gotta. You can't. You know, because, so I understand it. It's just the profession. You know that they're
not
in.
Necessarily even him in the suit at all. I don't know. I know it's a lot of the time it's not, but I don't know if he's in the suit at all.
Well, I don't know how many of his stunts he's doing, but
I'm not saying he's not. I just don't know.
Yeah. No, I think he is in the suit at times. I just don't know. I just don't think he's all like when he's doing stunts. It's probably not him.
Ross, people lost their minds when they find out he wasn't in the suit, and I was like, "What did these people do?" You know, when they found out that Santa Claus wasn't real.
Oh my God, Sam! What? Okay.
No, because he's they're going to use his time wisely.
Sure, they are.
And I mean, this dude.
But see,
like,
yeah, go ahead.
the thing is this dude does not have to worry about work at all.
No, I don't think he does.
He's already been in Game of Thrones. He's been in Star Wars. He's going to be in the DC movies.
And it's like, why do people want to be in these Marvel movies? Because you do it and you're just like set for life.
But if you're an actor, you still want your face to be seen. You still want people to know that's you. You know,
that's true. That's true.
And if I see something with a quote from him that like it's either written or like on video, then I'll believe it. But I guess, and not even that, Russ. But like until something comes of it. I agree with that. And there's someone else attached to it. Then I'm like, okay, then
I'll wait until I hear official. That's what I'm waiting on. You know,
because Russ, these news outlets, they don't call the election, dude. I mean the casting.
You know, they don't. They just throw shit out there. You know, I mean,
I'm just joking.
We got motherfuckers patting their head and shit and leaking their fucking juice all over the place. It's not good. That's what he had. He had crate jizz on his face.
All right, let's get to episode 3 now.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'll tell you that when the frog lady went and hugged her frog husband, I was like, this. I just said to I looked at Sonny and I said, Sonny, this is Star Wars. It just felt like Star Wars. I loved it, man. So fucking good.
I had to watch in my office because Kate's not caught up yet.
Oh yeah.
So I had to watch here with my headphones on to make sure they didn't hear any of it. But like I popped out for a couple moments. I forget what the first one was, but the second one was the fucking AT-AT crane.
Yeah, the crane pulled his ship out the water.
Yeah, that was so cool.
And there was
by the way, that's this is the first thing Anna said. She goes, "Oh, look, they repurposed the AT."
Yeah.
I told her, I said, "What do you think they're gonna do with all that Empire, that leftover Empire junk?
Yeah.
You gotta do something with it."
Now, who is Sasha Banks?
She was that
WWE, right?
Yeah, but I'm
Sasha Banks played.
Like, I know she was one of the Mandalorians, but
yeah.
Like, is she supposed to be?
I don't think that's a named character.
It is. There's a name.
Her character's name was Casca Reeves.
Oh,
okay.
Cool.
There you go. There you go.
Cool. Was she in anything else?
She's a wrestler, bro.
That's what I don't know. Like,
she's a wrestler.
No, yeah, I know she's a wrestler, but was that Star Wars character in Clone Wars or in?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't.
I think she's just a new Mandalorian.
He said she's a new character.
Okay,
yeah, they were just like faces of Mandalorians. So.
And they
There are
credited her
people-
under her actual birth name and not her ring name. So
Right.
that's why you didn't see the name Sasha Banks show up. You saw it as Mercedes Vernado
Uh-huh.
or Vernardo.
There are people, by the way, that there are some people that are some fans.
Sounds equally as made up as Sasha Banks.
It does actually, but there are people that are
that's-
saying they want them to keep Mercedes in that, keep her around and get rid of what's her name, the
Katie Sackhoff?
no the other chick that was in season 1, the
Gina
MMA
Carano?
Gina Carano. Yeah, they don't want Gina Carano back. They want Sasha Banks to keep staying, and I'm like,
Awesome.
I like Gina Carano's character.
I did too actually.
Yeah,
like
I
her
do
character
too.
Yeah, I think I like her.
I like
so.
Gina. I like Gina Carano because she doesn't take any shit.
Me too. I think
Exactly.
she's kind of a badass.
She does not care about these people. She's been canceled so many times on Twitter, and she just laughs about it. It's hilarious.
No, that's the thing, man. It's Twitter, dude. It's fake. Twitter's just like the fake world, man.
But
I
it's,
just
like,
like to see-
it's funny
People
because
on
these
Twitter-
these celebrities do have these huge fucking breakdowns over Twitter and shit. So it's refreshing,
Yeah.
and it's refreshing to see one that's just like fuck you.
Yeah.
No, it
And
is.
I mean, like Gina Carano, like I think she has some ideas that I don't agree with, but
He's
right to have them.
the stripper name. Touche.
Show me where he's wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
It's right up there. It's right up there with cinnamon with a Y.
Mm. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of cinnamons with a Y, but every strip club in America has at least one fucking Destiny.
With 2 E's.
Yeah.
In Mercedes, would know that dude's a strip club
We
all
were-
the time. Tells me
Anna and
about it.
I, when we were young and stupid, we almost were going to name our daughter Obsession.
What?
And you know what?
Ooh.
That's what we were. We were going to name her
Oh.
Obsession. And you know what? Somebody, I can't remember who said it, but somebody said, dude, she's going to definitely be a stripper. And right away we went, oh shit. No, that's not
He
happening.
didn't tell you her middle name was gonna be Libido. Thank God somebody talked him out of it.
Like,
Yeah, thank God.
if
Buy
you-
that man a
Oh,
drink this
it-
weekend.
It's funny.
yo, if you had
It's so
named,
funny,
if you had
dude.
named
Hey,
her,
Russ, the doctor would have been reading that birth certificate like this.
Oh, yeah, right.
Dave said, "You fucking hippies."
Well, we did used to smoke a lot of pot back in his day, so
Yeah, hey, Eric Wolf spelled cinnamon the right way, but it should be sin dash
yeah,
cinnamon.
SYNNAMON.
She's up to no good.
Cinnamon.
it's so fucking funny, dude.
Oh,
Because
man.
like that's the way I would spell it normally. So
when I tell y'all my head hurts, this is one of the moments why.
You're such a real terrible fucking speller, Russ. I'm like, wait a minute, that's how you spell it for real.
It's because Russ is spelling shit and he's like this. He's in the car driving. He's like,
Oh my god, that is exactly me checking the fucking chats all day in the fucking car.
Oh Jesus.
No, and you gotta keep it down. So it's like
yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want the cop to see you, dude.
yeah. And like I gotta buy a new fucking phone mount because the only place I can do it is right in front of the fucking steering wheel. So if I do that, I'll get a fucking obstruction ticket. Fucking
Yeah.
assholes.
Yeah. I mean, come on, dude. Everyone knows that looking at your cell phone while you're driving is an art. Come on.
Yeah.
It's gonna get good at it.
Oh man.
Sometimes
It's-
from yourself, Nick.
Well,
It's like-
well, sometimes I need to wake up, so I'll be reading fucking text messages and driving right behind some blue hairs, and when they fucking start stomping on the brakes, it wakes me up real quick.
Yeah, no doubt.
Fucking
It's like-
driving their little fucking Hyundai Accent, and I'm in a fucking Ford Explorer, fucking right on their ass, and they decide to fucking brake check me. Whoops! Guess it was your time to go, Grandma.
You could think of it as a public service. You just took her out earlier. I mean, she was going to go in a month anyway. It's fine. What the fuck?
She was suffering from COVID.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Oh
that,
God,
dude.
episode 3 was good though. I thought like this.
Oh, God.
Dude, I was just about to do that. But legitimately, something I liked about it was
Oh,
that, like, you see this Imperial remnant, they're much more
yeah.
like fanatical and cult like, you know, like he
Yeah.
like killed the pilots, he was gonna crash into the water or whatever, and then like the dude like, and that was the dude from
That was Titus Welliver.
yeah, okay, that dude's awesome. He like collects
Yeah, he
figures
is.
and shit. Like he's awesome. But then he like killed himself, right? Because you know, he was like, oh, the jig is up, you know, talking about the dark saber and everything. But I thought that
Yeah.
was cool. It's like obviously that they're not what they were, but there's this you know, you think of like Germany in like 1945 when they're just like fucking desperate, and the only people that are still in on it are like the real diehards, you know. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, I think it's interesting that the fight over the they're still seeking the dark saber. You know, that's still important to their culture, right? And then that's the shit. She wants it to, and what she wanted for to rule, right? I love it.
Yeah, shit, man.
But like,
She's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
but like the thing for me is like they said when the series came out, we were gonna see the birth of the First Order in this fucking series.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we are
Yeah.
seeing the original
That's-
beginnings of the
yeah,
First
that's-
Order already.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, these are Imperial remnants, but that's what
Mhm.
the First Order is.
Pretty much. Yeah. I always would. Yeah. And apparently Palpatine was like a fucking puppet.
That's right,
Well, he
Fucking
was missing a
puppet
finger.
master.
He's got a couple fingers. He got a couple like this. God.
He only needed a couple. That's how good he was, Russ.
That's right.
Ah, fuck him. Fucking piece of shit. He's a old burnt up turd he was. And you
Let your hate flow through you, young moss.
Brink said, "Who said we would see the birth of the First Order?" John Favreau actually said
Yeah.
we will see how the First Order comes to be and comes to power over the course of the series.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, I'm
Yeah.
kind of just not at all interested in that.
well, I mean,
But this, okay, that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing a more fanatic remnant of the Empire. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Moff Gideon. You know, I could see that dude. You know, fucking doing some First Order shit.
Sure. Well, I mean,
And
that's what the First Order is. It's the remnants of the Empire. So, of course, these remnants are going to reorganize. They're trying to, it looks like they're split
yeah,
into separate factions, but they're, I mean,
And that's how it was in the EU. Like you just
Right.
basically Moffs took over.
and that's
Whatever.
what they did. They,
Space was, you know.
yeah. I mean, but I don't know. I like him. He's a cool character. I don't like the Black Series figure they did for him, though. His face looks like ass, dude. I didn't like it, but I like the character.
Oh, Gideon?
I don't like the Black Series figure that they got coming out. That face sculpt looks like some shit, dude. It's not good. I'm like, dude, your digital sculpt needs some work. Can't fix it. Your machine was fucked that day.
Yeah. There's a few figures in that wave that are special.
Yeah, indeed. Like, sorry, I'm gonna go to hell now. Anyway, really,
They look like somebody that used to be on the show named Russ.
that is fucked up, Nick. To insult that guy. That guy's a good dude.
I just heard he rants all the time and fucking
Yeah,
got a
you
little.
To say about
He
anybody.
can't. I think he can't help it. He's a special guy. He's like short bus special. It's like
I thought that was pretty much implicitly implied.
I would think so. You still have to say it sometimes just to remind everybody.
For the special people.
Anyway, so what I was going to say was when I guess I wonder are we? I mean, we know Ahsoka's shows is going to show back up, obviously, and all that. I haven't watched episode 4 yet, so I don't know what happens, but I'm assuming That's gonna happen, but I'm wondering how many other awesome characters are we gonna see from Clone Wars? Or even Rebels. Maybe I'm kind of excited. There's another one from Rebels I'd love to see pop up.
Who's that?
So
Who's that?
Sabine, I'd love to see her pop up.
Yeah.
Be cool, man. I think
Yeah,
I think Ahsoka's gonna be it just because that's all we've heard about, and I'm okay with that because I think you've heard shit about her getting her own show, and this is like just an introduction to that, which I think even without
Right.
the introduction, I think if she had her own show, it would do super well.
Well,
Just because people
Sabine at the end of Rebels, Sabine left with Ahsoka to go look for.
Yes, that's a good. Yeah, they were
So-
together, and it was supposed to be after the Battle of Endor, right?
Right, that's when it was supposed to be after everything fell. So here it is 5 years later. I'm wondering if she's still with Ahsoka, or have they gone their separate ways, or maybe is she looking somewhere?
Well, they went to go look for Ezra, right?
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm
And
wondering.
Thrawn, him, you know what I mean? It's like they find
Uh-huh.
Ezra, they Thrawn, which fuck, man.
It'd be great to throw him back into the fucking mix, wouldn't it?
Yo.
I love it, dude. He's
All right,
great.
who's your casting choice for a live action Thrawn?
Well, if he were still alive, it would have been Raul Julia, hands down.
Mm.
Oh, you know what? Maya, that would have been fucking awesome, actually. I think Raul Julia would be great.
You know, I've kind of so whenever like I read these
Wow.
like the Legends books, I always like put actors to people's like
That's what I do too.
Yeah,
That's who I always
so
cast as Grand Admiral Thrawn was Raul Julia.
God
Okay.
damn,
I
that would
always
be great.
you know, John Hamm, he was in like
Mhm.
the town.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always put him as Thrawn.
Mm. Out of living actors today, if I were going to go with somebody who had the range and the ability, I would go with Gary Oldman.
That'd be a good one. My
be good.
choice, he's been in a lot of genre movies lately. Fucking Mark Strong.
Oh my
That would
god.
also work.
He would be
He
awesome.
He does a good villain.
No.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can do and they can do nice stuff with like wigs and whatnot nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. You can make him look like Thrawn. It's just you have to get someone new that will be able to carry the attitude of Thrawn. It's kind of
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Well, Mark Strong could fucking do it, man.
And Mark Strong, I would be
think
worried
so.
about if his wig, if it was too hot, then it would melt off of his head, especially in the hot months of November.
God,
Especially when you're fucking lying all the time. No, I'm just joking.
you start leaking great dragon jizz.
Mark Strong, he would be cool. And that's like, you know who I would like? Mads Mikkelsen. Because I just
Yeah.
like
Now,
I
who's
could
he
watch
supposed to be
people
taking
fall.
over for? There was something.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Oh, he's going to be
he's
the
taking
new
over Grindelwald.
Grindelwald.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's
God.
already been in Star Wars. He was Galen Erso, so I
Yeah.
feel like they
Yeah.
even though
But
um
fuck that. I love that.
I don't fuck it, dude. He's awesome.
Well, if you throw makeup on him,
Yeah, he's
he would
blue.
maybe all right. He'd be okay. He's blue. He's a big creepy blue guy. That's good.
Galen Erso wasn't blue. This dude's blue.
No, not Galen Rose. Yeah, but so what? Paint him. That's fine.
No, they're not the same dude.
Russ has seen the Blue Man Group on TV. He knows what can be
That's
done with paint.
right. I know. Believe me. You can roll your body around in it and everything. It's
Are you
great.
a never nude too, Russ?
I want to be. I want to be. I want to do that. I want. Ann and I were talking about that. We want to like do that whole body painting stuff where you paint all over your bodies and you roll around on the canvas. You make whatever the fuck you make. And I told her, I said, yeah, we can roll around the canvas. We can, come on, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we get.
Well, you're gonna try to make an ink blot for 10 seconds? Okay.
I think that John Cena should play Ahsoka.
What?
John
Cena?
Cena should play Ahsoka.
Oh, you're
Oh,
tripping.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he's a little bitch. He could probably do it all right.
I mean, He fills out robes fine. I mean,
This is true. That's true. He's so buff, though. I don't know, man.
I think I've turned E off of the show forever now.
He said John Cena. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
No,
I
he
know
said John Cena in the chat, and I know he
I saw
hates
it.
John Cena as an actor, and Ahsoka is bae. So.
John Cena.
Oh God, I am sorry this show's gone off the rails all
No, it's
show. I really have been like under the weather the past 2 days, so it's just been really good to sit here and shoot the shit with y'all.
Nick's got COVID, man.
No,
It's a fucking.
if I
We
did,
call it.
I'd get some fucking sleep.
We call it the Florida virus now. That's not COVID anymore.
The Floronavirus.
Hey, Russ, you know how it is in those third world countries, man.
Damn right. Evil places they are. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I don't know. Overall, I mean, what do you got? I mean, so through the first 3 episodes, I mean, are you liking it as well as season 1, or do you think it's kind of fallen off a little bit? Or
I'm enjoying it more this season so far.
Yeah.
I think I am too. I am too.
And I'm including episode 4 because I watched that at about 5 o'clock this morning.
Cool.
Okay. Well, see, yeah. So you even got more. Of it.
Watch it back to back, 5 and
Yeah.
5:30.
Yeah, we're. I think we're gonna all watch it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Probably get all the kids together and everything. So, but it's yeah.
I think, like even after episode 1, I think like the how the characters interact with each other, like they found their stride
Mhm,
and
mhm.
they just hit the ground running, and then you see more of that in episode 4.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
Well, like my thing is I believe that they benefit from season 1 because they've
And
got
that's how it should
I know, but like a lot of shows when you go from 1 to 2, something
Right.
goes wrong,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
they've kept the train on the tracks and keep
Sure.
moving.
No, absolutely.
I think the reason for that is that they have from A to Z planned out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think for season 1, they took this chunk of the story. Season 2 is going to be another chunk, and then however they proceed after that, But I think there's just such a strength in knowing where you're going to end up.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
Y'all-
that's true.
Do y'all think Boba's gonna go after him?
I hope so.
I don't
that
think
would-
he's going to go after him in a bad way. I think he's going to try to link up with him somehow and try to get his armor back.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could see that. I
Like
don't know.
Boba in the extended universe kind of had like a code of honor.
He
Mhm.
did.
But like what they've been showing in Clone Wars and like that, it doesn't
He's a
feel.
dirty dog.
Yeah,
But I would argue. But I would argue his after his experience with the pit, maybe it changes him. You know?
Or
that's true,
maybe-
too,
maybe
'cause that
Mom-
happened. That's what happened in the extended universe. Because like,
Yeah.
what
Mhm.
you're saying, like they portray him as a dirty dog in like Clone Wars and
Mhm.
shit. But like, yeah, that was like an awakening. That's in the extended universe. That's when he went and teamed up with Han and shit.
Dude, he ends up Han's daughter, Han and Leia's daughter ends up being like trained by him.
Yeah.
Trained by him. Yeah, it's insane.
So that's the thing, because even with Boba Fett doing what he did in like Empire and Return of the Jedi, like he's just a bounty hunter, and like so is the Mando. Like he's just a bounty hunter. Like he just goes and gets people for people who pay him to do it.
That's
Yeah,
true, but
right.
Boba Fett was kind of more dirty bounty hunter. He was like the
Yeah.
criminal bounty.
Well, he was going after the heroes of that movie that we were watching.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? Like,
Good point. But he hung
We
out with
don't know-
Jabba.
No
We don't know,
disintegrations.
Hey, we don't know much about him,
That's
beyond
true.
what's been shown on screen, because
You're-
all
you're
those
right.
old comics and novels don't count anymore.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
we don't know how he got his reputation. We don't know.
Good point.
All
All we know is
he
that
wasn't in the Clone Wars series much, was he?
Not
a little
much,
bit,
but there was
not
some
a lot.
major shit.
arcs.
Yeah. Yeah,
like-
there was some
Like they didn't use him. They didn't use him like Maul or anything like that. But like the few times he was in there, it was like major character development for Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could see some of how he was getting into the world, the underworld, and the seediness of the world, and
That's
And
what
you
I'm
got to
saying.
remember, he was probably angsty too when he fucking did it.
Yeah, but the
And
I
thing,
watched his
the
dad
thing,
get decapitated.
but that's what I'm saying.
Rough.
I'm saying
Yeah.
since like. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not saying chronologically in story. I'm saying chronologically
Right.
in time. Boba Fett has been portrayed more as like kind of dirty.
He has been. I agree with that. I think there's something to that.
In the movies, okay, yeah, he's a bounty hunter and he's got to do his shit. But like the stuff he did in Clone Wars was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and he was a kid.
And he was a kid.
He was a kid. He was fucking a ruthless little kid too.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, it is. He's a shiesty fucker. Let's put it that way. But I don't know. I mean, you it's funny. You could almost have this character do, which is Star Wars is full of that, right? Full of people having the whole change of heart, right? And that that come around and they become decide to be a better person, or whatever. So I mean, who knows? That kind of shit is what Star Wars is all about, right? I mean, that's what it's built on. Shit. I mean,
I've seen people kind of turn off to the idea of Boba Fett being included just because they're like, oh, well, like he's a fan favorite and this and that, which again is like maybe I'm listening too much about people talk about fan service, you know what I mean? Which isn't
right.
I'm keeping my finger to the wrong pulse, but he's a Mandalorian, like he wears the armor at least. But I think like I kind of just have my faith that they're gonna do something cool with them, or else they wouldn't have included him.
Well, I mean, they're saying he's showing back up, and that they're looking at a Boba Fett spinoff.
Yeah,
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, and I would too. But that also has me. So that kind of made me worry because that's why I'm like, I would like to see his inclusion have some important thread in this season.
I agree.
But if they're saying we want to do a Boba Fett spinoff, that kind of has me thinking like they're going to include him just enough to do that.
Yeah,
which is what I necessarily want to see.
Yeah, he's just going to do a fucking appearance. Hi.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. I hope he does something meaningful. I do too. I mean, he's a cool character, man.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I have high hopes.
But my point is like we don't know what he is.
That's true. We don't at all.
So like that's like what I'm interested in is finding out like, what they're gonna do, what compromises they're gonna make in story. What sources they're gonna pull from, and what kind of Boba Fett we're gonna have.
Good point.
Because
there's.
Yeah, if you take like what the established canon is, like we just know nothing. We know where he came from. We know.
That's why I like him so much.
Yeah,
because he's a mystery.
Is almost a dangerous thing. Ross, is like everyone has their idea of who Boba Fett is, but but I just love seeing Tamora Morrison. I fucking love that dude.
Yeah, he was great, man.
He's so good. Like anything he's in, I'm like fucking hoot and holler.
Jango Fett was a character that I love so much. Every fucking Star Wars character, I figured something out, by the way, guys. Every Star Wars character I like fucking dies. I'm getting sick of this fucking franchise. Every time I like someone, they fucking kick the butt. Every time. I'm just sick of it. I told my wife, I was like, fuck Star Wars. They're breaking my heart. Stop.
Well, let me
recommend. The end of Rogue One, they all get back.
Apart.
It's killer, man. It's killer. Shit. Literally. It's killer.
I saw fucking Jim Carrey do James Dean on YouTube. It was pretty fucking
scary. God, dude. His impression of Joe Biden is fucking amazing.
I actually think that's one of his weakest.
Do you? I
I
like it. I like it because it's
I like
fucking,
it. I think it's funny, but as far
but
as
it's not as good as other things.
yeah.
I got you. All right.
And oh my god, when he did that one show with Letterman, went on Letterman and did David Caruso with the fucking glasses doing the fucking CSI Miami shit. That fucking killed me.
Stupid dude.
You're saying it.
God, no man. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god.
Guys,
So
I'm fading fast. So
yeah. So let's
is there
wrap it up.
anything? Yeah, is there anything else we wanted to cover on these?
No, I'm good, man.
No,
I'm
I'm
good.
good.
I am sorry that we had you pull that news and we didn't get to any of it.
No,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
the horror shit, I feel like that's crucial because people been turned off by one episode or the other, right? But
Yeah.
like, keep watching it. Just keep watching it, and then
Agreed.
judge the season. Because with season one, I mean, there were like the Prison Break episode. I was like, oh my god, dude! Like, you couldn't pay me money to watch this shit again. But like overall, the
And
season was,
other people, that was their favorite episode.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like,
I liked it a lot. So
that's the beauty about this show is there's a little bit of
Yeah.
something for everybody.
yeah,
agree.
and judge the season as a whole and don't listen to other people. Like if I trash something or say something sucks, that's just my opinion, right?
yeah, don't listen to fucking little bearded hobbit.
I mean,
fucking-
according to EE, you suck and you're a horrible person, but I don't listen to him. I still like you.
Yeah, man. I just not got nothing good to say about anybody.
Yo,
we love you too.
there was that EE dude. Wasn't he like in some kind of trouble at one of the TF cons or something?
So I heard.
I saw wanted posters.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I try to
Yeah,
keep my nose in my own business, but there were
I-
a crowd of people gathered around this poster reading about it. So
Yeah.
I heard something about he likes to touch, the no spot on action figures.
I thought he was going for Herbert there. All right.
yeah, okay. Pull the plug, Nick.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. All right, guys. Thank you for
It's
watching.
always Russ. It's always Russ.
Man, you give him an inch and he takes a mile.
I know.
What is that?
Because he doesn't have an inch of his own.
He could be concave. And on that note,
He's shaking my head.
It's okay. It's
all right,
fine.
guys. On that note, I am gonna try and sleep. You guys have fun
All
if you're
right.
doing it unbroadcasted or whatever.
I'll throw one up. I'll be in
All
there
right,
for a
cool.
little bit.
I might even hit it myself. I just need to figure something out. Thank you,
we'll take a-
Wolfenstein. We love y'all. Peace,
Thank
love,
you,
and hair
guys.
grease. I gotta
Peace
pull
out,
up
peeps.
OBS and peace out.